Every boy is born with potential. Some are born with opportunity. Others must build it step by step. This channel exists for the boy who refuses to give up.
Welcome to our series of discussing great men who ever existed. People have requested we do a story of Joseph. As you remember, Joseph in the Bible, a very talented and gifted boy. He was the last born or the favorite son of Jacob, the great Jacob. Then, as you know, the boy faced some hatred within the family. He was sold as a slave. Finally, became one of the greatest prime ministers and leaders of Egypt, the then great countries in history. Therefore, we can draw a few lessons from his story. Number one, Joseph was a great dreamer. Alikuwa a great dreamer. It is out of his dream that his brothers hated him na wakaamua to sell him as a slave in a foreign country. The same case to our lives. Sometimes our dreams are so big at the moment you share with someone else and could demoralize. It happens in our lives. Learn on who to share your dream with. Watu wengine si wakuambia your big dream. Maybe you want to fly and go abroad, but wao wanafikiria tu hapa kijiji. If you want to become a teacher, you want to become the greatest teacher there was. You teach, you mentor, you unaangalia club, unaangalia football, unaangalia class, you become a great person. You are thinking millions, you are thinking billions. You are thinking of becoming a president of this country, and governor of this country, becoming a great CEO, becoming a great farmer, becoming a multimillionaire. But some people, the circle, wakati mwingine watakuchukia because of your great dreams. So be conscious on whom you share your dreams with. Na hata ukiwaambia wakuchukie, it doesn't matter. Joseph continued with his journey na bado he emerged the winner. Na bado ile dream that the brothers will bow to him, it happened. Wakati walikuja kuomba food in Egypt when there was a very great drought in Israel. One lesson, be a dreamer but safeguard your destiny, safeguard your dream. Hata kama ukiambia mabeshte wako na wakatae kuamini in your dreams, believe in it. You are going to make it. You are going to become what you love. Hiyo kitu unataka, it is possible, it is doable. Yeah, it is achievable. It is people who have done it. That means you can also do it. And the second greatest lesson you can draw from the story of Joseph, self-control. You know, sometimes I ask myself, how many Kenyans, when given an opportunity to sleep with our first lady Rito, will run away? How many? Just ask yourself that question. In your country, kwa nchi yenu, Malkia, Queen, how many? The self-control of Joseph was above the ceiling. That is a great lesson to us as young men, that our destiny, especially the sexual self-control, there's a level you reach as a man, you start cutting your dreams, you start cutting your legs before even you start walking. You kill your destiny. If you have a destiny as a dream as a young man, you have no right to sleep around. To sleep with this girl, the other girl, no, you don't have any right. So you can't do your destiny. Because sometimes I ask myself, if Joseph could have slept with the Potiphar's wife, I think that grace haingempata ya kukua king, ya kukua prime minister. Maybe it could have sabotaged his destiny. It happens in our lives. Most young men, we have killed our destinies because of not zipping up, because of lack of sexual discipline and sexual control. We sleep within a skirt, and you know some skirts have poison. So as a young man, draw that great lesson that self-control is one of the greatest virtues that we can embody, especially if you are a dreamer, you have a destiny, you have a purpose to safeguard. You have no right whatsoever. Ilimsaidia sana, and Joseph became one of the greatest prime ministers and leaders at a very young age. Number three, the third greatest lesson you can draw from this young man's story is integrity. Joseph was threatened so much by king that he could go even to his inner room And the moment he was faced with a task, whether to betray his boss, he said, I would rather suffer, I would rather go to prison rather than doing this one. So let us become a man of integrity, and this life will reward us greatly. This life will reward us greatly. Always never. If you read one of the greatest books, the 48 Laws of Power, law number 1 states that never outshine your master. Never outshine your master. Yeah, observe. Be a good. Don't try to outshine. As a young man, as a growing, and you'll have a good environment and a comfortable life here on earth. Finally, as I wind up, you know the lessons are so many, but we are not limiting to this one. When Joseph was tasked with an opportunity to, to sleep with the Potiphar's wife, he said, I know, what will I tell the God in heaven? Let us reach to that level as young men of faith. Let us build our capacity and faith. Tujue that we have a God in heaven who sees us. Mwenye anatutake care. That hapa duniani mtu anaweza kataa kuona. But there's a God in heaven who is seeing. What will you tell him in the case you commit such a mistake? Let us be observant. Let us be men of great faith, and we'll have a great life on this earth. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. I wish you all well. And may God bless you as we continue growing, as we continue expanding our brain, as we continue building to become men of valor. Until we meet the next time, I'm your mentor, Titus Mikwa.